Yay, yay. Thanks for being here. And this morning, we're actually going to need a couple of things throughout the class. So the first thing is trying to find some wall space. You can also do it against a door. But we'll just want some wall space that we're going to put our legs up. And then if you can find a blanket or a pillow, that's a bonus. If you can't find it, no worries. And the final thing will be a strap. So like a belt or a jump rope, anything along those lines. So let's go ahead and find those throughout the house in a space, and then we'll get started. Thanks for being here, everyone. Okay, nice. Nice stretching, Paulina. Love that one.
Yeah, buttocks was hurting after my workout yesterday.
Good work. I love it. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna try and demonstrate. And if you're on a hard surface, you will want, a blanket that you can lay on just to get rid of that pressure on your pelvis and on your back. So having a blanket out is great. I'm gonna demonstrate with a blanket folded. And you can do it again without this extra support. But basically, we want to make enough space for our booty to go in between. And then the key is, whether you have a blanket or not, is we have to try and get both sit bones on the wall, like you're sitting on the wall, and then roll up. And ideally, we're just trying to get as close to the wall as possible. So if you can get all the way close, like you're sitting, and then roll up, that's gonna be the easiest. Yeah, so scoot those sit bones, so lay on your side hip. Scoot your sit bones all the way to the wall like you're sitting on it. And then roll those legs up. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, great. And ideally, again, we're just getting our butt as close to the wall as possible. Okay. And this, I love to start the day out with this, but you can also end the day with this after a long day. So right now, feet are together, legs are together. And imagine that you're walking on the ceiling. Yeah, great work. And so those feet are flat, trying to be, it intensifies the pose. But the more that we can find our feet and press through our feet, so press through that mound of your big toe on both sides. Extend through your toe tips, reaching them wide. The more we can get in the feet, it's going to impact our ankles, our knees, our hip, our spine. Okay, great. Perfect. And now let's see if we can soften our belly. And allow your belly button to come towards your spine. And then keep pressing with those feet, extending those toes. And again, the more active our feet are, the more active our legs will be. And then the more space we're going to get in our spine. So legs strong, toes spreading wide, feet as though they're flat, walking on the ceiling. Belly relaxing towards the ground or engaging towards the ground. And then our heart, our center sternum is lifting up towards our chin and up towards the ceiling. So keep lifting that heart and center sternum upwards. Good. And we're getting an external rotation of our arms, our upper arms, to help us open our chest. Yep. Good. And then try and align your head, your neck, your chin, the center of your heart, center of your belly button, center knees, center ankles. Just try and be in one straight line. Smooth breathing, get some nice deep breaths in. And then go ahead and keep the left leg up, and then put the right foot along the inside of the thigh. So right knee out, right foot on the inside of the thigh. Great. And then again, get that left foot as though it's walking on the ceiling, spread all 5 toes wide. Engage your thighs, engage your knees, nice and strong. And try and draw the front of your thigh to the back of the thigh. And then exhale, we're gonna put that right foot flat on the wall. So right foot flat, now my knee is hugging up towards me. And going through these different variations, we're going to start getting into our neck, into our back, into our legs. But again, this is really good restorative pose. So if you're ever very tired, or you've had a long day, or you're having trouble sleeping, any of those are a great time to do this. And go ahead and keep softening your belly, relaxing the belly. Heart lifting. Lift that center sternum up towards the ceiling and up towards your chin. Feel like you're toning all through your spine. Spread those toes wide. Engage that left leg so strong. And then exhale, straighten that right leg. Take the left foot bent so the knee is out and the bottom of the foot is along the inside of that right thigh. Good. And then we have to readjust, keep lifting that heart, keep spreading those toes wide. Reach your inner heel up towards the ceiling. Smooth breathing. And you might notice it's different from side to side, because we all have different areas we need to work on through our shoulders, through our neck, through our lower back. Extend through those toe tips. And really reach out the top center of your head, so you're finding more space, more length. And then exhale, put that left foot flat on the wall, knee hugging towards you. And again, spread all 10 toes wide, reach through your toe tips. That's really one of the best things we can do to develop our knee joint, our ankle, all the way up, our hips. And soften the belly, lift the heart. Engage that right leg so strong. Front of the thigh to the back of the thigh. Another deep breath, get taller. Fill your rib cage, fill your lungs. And then exhale that left foot up. And this is also another good one to get blood flow and circulation pumping through your whole legs. And then if you have space at your wall, you can take your legs wide. If you don't have space, just go as wide as you can, or keep them upright. But if you can go wide, this is super good for the reproductive organs, good for that inner groin. And again, smooth breathing. See if you can engage those legs nice and strong, press through your toe tips, spread your toes wide, reach through your inner heel. And go ahead and roll your toes out to get into the hips in a different way. Good. And then toes straight up and down. And then use your hands to slowly bring those thighs, those legs back together. And this time we're going to put the bottom of our feet together. So hugging those heels in nice and close to your pelvis. Soles of the feet touching. Good. And here you can really start to focus on your breath. So take a nice, smooth, deep inhalation through your nose. And when you get to the top of your breath, go ahead and pause. And then a smooth exhalation through your nose. And then pause at the bottom of your breath. And then go back to normal breathing. And once you don't feel any strain, like any hint of strain in your breath, go ahead and do that again when you're inhaling to the top of your breath. Pausing. Exhaling through your nose. Pausing. And then normal breathing. And then one more time, inhale to the top of your breath through your nose. Pause at the top. Exhale through your nose. Pause at the bottom. And normal breathing. And then go ahead and use your hands to bring those knees towards each other. Roll on over to your right side. To come on up. Okay. How was that for you ladies? It's a little bit relaxing. Oh, you're muted, honey.
That was amazing. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling everything.
Feel it all, right? That's a good one just to try and weave in for like 5 minutes at the end of your day.
Hey,
Hey, and hi, Margaret Ann. Good morning. So we're
Good
gonna,
morning. Good morning.
hey, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna stay at the wall, but we're gonna come to our feet. So making your way up. Okay. Yeah. So we're just gonna be using the wall this time for our arms. And we want to be kind of at a 90-degree angle, so finding that right distance for you away from the wall. And then your arms, your hands are shoulders width apart. Yeah, perfect. Love it. Okay, and then our feet are about hips width apart, which is essentially if you put your two fists together and put them between your feet, that's about hips width apart. Okay, beautiful. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna be looking up towards the wall to start. And that's gonna help us open up our chest. And then see if you can, again, like we were working, and you can bend your knees. If you need to bend your knees, definitely do. And we're gonna work through those pinkies, pinky fingers, ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, thumb. Trying to extend through all those. Okay, great. Yes. Awesome. So you can really access the spine through your arms. Okay. So imagine that and go ahead and let everybody micro bend your knees. And there is a reason for it that we'll get to. So bend your knees and then press through the wall with both hands. Even pressure on your hands. As if you were going to break through the wall. And now with those knees bent, lift your sit bones up towards the sky. Smooth breathing, breathe into the back of your neck. This outside edge of your arm is rotating towards your face to get into your shoulders. Okay. Great. So come on up for a second. I just want to demonstrate something for you so you can visually see it. When my legs are straight, I'm not accessing my spine as much. I'm starting to see like the bones are protruding. But when I bend my knees and I lift those sit bones up towards the sky, now the bones are not out anymore. It's just the muscle ridges. So muscle on the right side, muscle on the left side. So go ahead and feel that for yourself. Legs straight, feel the bones of your spine out with your hands. Yeah, exactly. And then bend your knees. Lift your sit bones, lift your chest. And the goal is to find those two muscles on the right side and the left side. So let's do it again at the wall. And you can see how much it takes to really activate those ridges on the right side, those ridges on the left side. So lift your heart and lift your sit bones and bend those knees. It's actually really, really hard. Heart lifting, sit bones lifting, head lifting, getting a little mini back bend in your upper back. And then exhale, come on up. Woo, good work. Good work. Okay, so the next variation of this one, and I just want to see, I want to go at our own pace. But the next variation would be lifting one leg straight back behind and then coming down. And you don't have to go all the way up. Go with your balance, go with your comfort level. Even just lift a tiny bit. But play with it. And then if you can lift it off, yeah, amazing. If you can lift it all the way up, you're gonna really start feeling that toning all through your glutes, all through your spine. And then down. And then exhale up. And the higher we can lift that leg, the more toning it's gonna create, but work your way up to it slowly. Exhale down. Catch your breath, go at your own pace. Inhale up. Extend, press through that wall, extend the leg behind you. Exhale down. Inhale up. And keep finding your own rhythm. So reaching through the wall, making space in the spine. Exhale. Extend. And keep alternating legs at your own pace. Inhale your leg up. Exhale your leg down. Inhale your leg up, other side. Exhale down. Okay, so now we're finding those muscle ridges, the lower back's muscle. Okay, good, good, good. Oh yeah, that one. That one you feel. Okay, so for this next one, we're in our standing. Let's see. For this next one, I just have my right leg forward and my left leg back. Right leg forward, left leg back, like such. Easier to see. Right leg forward, left leg back. Hands on your pelvis. Good. Just square your chest with the wall in front of you. Lifting your heart. And now we're going to work on drawing that right glute, the back leg. So the right buttocks down towards your right heel. And that's going to help us to lift our heart more. So keep drawing your right glute into your right heel. Lift your heart. And then if you can have your hands in front of you, palms in front of you. And if your balance feels good, you can reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Head back. Arms reaching back. Heart lifting. Beautiful. And then we're engaging in those feet. Pressing through the mounds of your big toes, spreading through your toes. And see if you can keep finding space behind your heart. And then exhale, arms down. Back to your waist. Head back, heart lifted. And we're really trying to open up this armpit chest. So you can use your thumbs underneath your armpit and lift that armpit chest. Lift that heart, lift those shoulders. Roll the shoulders down the back, yeah. Good. Exhale, feet together. Switch. Right leg forward, left foot behind you. And this time we're working on drawing the left glute muscle down to the left heel. Hands on your pelvis. Getting your chest squared, your heart lifted. And then your hands can come to your heart or up above. Keep drawing that left glute into your left heel. Lift the heart. Make more space. Beautiful. Inhale. Find a strong foundation through your feet so you can get taller. Deeper roots, higher branches. Head is back. And then exhale your hands back to your pelvis. Keep that heart opening. And then again, use your thumbs underneath your armpit chest to lift your armpit chest. And then exhale, come down. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, beautiful opening. Yay. Okay, I'm loving using the wall for that extra balance and support. Beautiful job, Julie. I love it. Okay, so now we're gonna come back to our wall or our door or whatever space we can find. But this time we're gonna take our legs wide. So legs are wide. And then our toes are pointing in, heels are kicking out. And again, just find the width that works for you, for your balance. Ideally, our ankles would be as wide as our wrists if we took our arms straight out. But again, work up to that. And then getting ourselves at that 90-degree angle again. So walking our hips away, our pelvis away. Good. And again, micro bend, just so you can lift those two sit bones up towards the sky. So we can find those muscles in our spine. And then exhale, gently straighten the legs. Good. And then find the pressure on the outside edges of your feet. So roll the pressure, the weight onto the outside edges of your feet. Lifting those inner arches. Yeah. Good. And we are trying to become like a tabletop. So bend those knees as much as you need to flatten the spine out to get that 90-degree, get our pelvis to that 90 degrees. Yeah, beautiful, strong. Okay, and now reach through your arms. Reach through the wall. Make more space in your spine. Keep making space, keep making space. Keep making space. Bend the knees if you need to. Soften the face, soften the throat. And then exhale, slowly walk your feet. Slowly, slowly walk those feet towards each other. Okay, good work. All right. So legs, spine. Now I want to work with our shoulders. We have a request for those shoulders. So we're just gonna put the palm flat on the wall. Down low. Yep. And that's helping us to get a natural external rotation with that palm on the wall. Okay. And then you're either far or close, depending on the flexibility or the tightness of your shoulder. Okay. So go at the distance that feels good for you. And then we're just using this wall, our palms flat to help us get this external rotation. And so go ahead and use your hand on your upper arm and spin it outwards. So from the inside out. Okay, good. So that's what we want in our shoulders. That unpinches nerves. So some of the requests here, we're working on nerve pain or pinched nerves. This is how we get into that. So yeah, you can use your hand there if it helps you. It definitely helps me. So rolling from the inside of the arm out. And especially in that upper arm, upper shoulder. Good. And then you can release the arm and continue to try and get that action. And then see if you can get your feet square. If you can get your feet together, heels together, go for it. Standing tall, standing strong. Press through those mounds of your big toes. Engage your thighs. Draw the front of the thigh to the back of the thigh. And then keep lifting your heart more. Heart lifting. So the center sternum is lifting upwards and forwards. So imagine that I have a string and I'm grabbing your sternum, lifting it upwards and forwards. Yeah. Good. Okay, other side. So flip around. Same thing. Feet together if you can. And then roll, grab your arm to roll from the inside out. Getting that external rotation of your arm. And it really sets those shoulders too. So if you've had any, shoulder pain, scapular pain, ribs out, this is the adjustment. And it's an amazing self-adjustment. And it's going to start getting circulation as well, up through the chest, up through the breast tissue. Good. And then you can release the arm and try and maintain that action. And lift the heart. Draw your glute muscles, your buttocks muscles down towards your heels. Make more space in your side waist. So you're lengthening the side waist, making space for your organs, making space in your spine. Reach out the top center of your head. Good. And then exhale. First side again. So we went from down low. This time we're bringing it mid-range. And you might have to take a step away from the wall for this one. But same action, we're still getting that external rotation. Rolling your top shoulder down behind you. Feet square, feet touching. lifting the heart. Make more space behind your heart. Roll your top shoulders down and back. And see if you can get a little bit taller. I'm pulling that string, I'm lifting your heart and lifting your chest, your sternum. Good. Just that action alone, you're gonna start building so much strength in through that side waist, in through your spine. Smooth breathing. Okay, other side, so turn around. Again, mid-level. Feet together or close. Getting that external rotation of your arm. And you might notice it's a big difference from right side to left side. Heart lifted, face soft. Keep finding that length in your spine. Yeah, beautiful. More space in the side waist. Good. And then just being sure to not hyperextend that elbow. So if you need like a little micro bend in it, then do that. Okay, great. Coming back. We're gonna do side one again. And this time we're going to the high level. So reaching up above your head, fingers pointing back behind you. And again, the secret to getting into the shoulders, into the neck is actually through our fingers. So spread through your thumb, your ring finger, your middle finger, all of them. Pointer finger, just spread, extend through them. Reach through them. Make space in your finger joints. And same thing. You're getting that external rotation of the arm. So top of your shoulders rolling down and back behind you. Square your pelvis, square your feet. Trying to square the chest, it's a little bit impossible. And again, step as far away from the wall as you need to adjust to your shoulders. Smooth breathing, nice and tall. And hey, we are working on toning this armpit area, yeah. Good, keep extending, keep reaching through your fingers. Grow your fingers longer. Exhale, come on down. Okay, other side, all the way up. Feet square, pelvis square, fingers pointing back behind you. Roll your shoulders down and back. External rotation of your arms. This is essentially a shoulder and neck dissection. You can really get everything into place. Good. And see if you can get your weight equal on your feet. And then draw the very southern tip of your scapula, the little wing, towards the front of the room. Oh, exhale, come on down. Come on out. Did that feel a little bit different from side to side for anyone? Yeah, me too. I got my right shoulder that, that's the one I have to work on, so it's different for me too. Okay, good work, everyone. For the rest of the class, we are gonna come back down to the floor. So go ahead, find a comfortable space on the floor. It's nice to be on a little bit softer floor for this. And I'm gonna go ahead and move my setup. Okay, good. So finding your space. Coming to seated. Right. So I want to work with our knees a little bit. Could anybody use some extra knee support? Strengthening, toning, yeah, sweet. So go ahead and just start with the bottom of the feet together. Jennifer, Margaret, yeah, Morgan. Great. So this is for you. And again, we never want to experience any sharp pain ever. We do want to experience this kind of uncomfortable, aching, grueling pain. We actually want that, just no sharp pain. So if anyone ever experiences sharp pain, just come off of mute, raise your hand, and we'll do an adjustment because there's always a modification. Okay. So we worked on the sit bones before because until we find our sit bones, we can't find our spine. So see if you can move the tissue, the muscles. Usually you have to actually go inside your pant, move the skin out of the way. But we want to find your inside edge of your two sit bones. And again, the only way to find it is to move the skin and the muscle out of the way. And then draw those heels in nice and close. And this particular pose is one of the healers of the spine because it starts to stack the vertebra one by one. So maybe you can start to feel that already, especially when you find equal weight on your right sit bone and equal weight on that left sit bone. And most of us, we do have a tendency to be heavily weighted on one side or the other. So go ahead, just lean right, lean left, lean right, lean left. And excuse me, if there happens to be one side where it feels weird for you to be on, that's the side you don't sit on. So go ahead and lean that direction. And it might feel balanced for you, but for others, it'll be like, whoa, I don't access these muscles on this side. So working asymmetrically to find that symmetry. And then sit nice and tall. And then keep lengthening the spine, lengthening your side waist. And it's the same thing. We worked on that external rotation of our arms to get into our shoulders. We're still doing that here. We're still getting that same training, that same action. And then we're spreading our collarbones nice and wide. So these two bones are reaching to the outside edges of the room. And then we're rolling those top shoulders down our back body. Keep rolling, keep lifting. Heart lifting, shoulders rolling back. And you start to feel an opening and expansion, maybe spaciousness in areas that you haven't accessed before. So that's what we're really looking for. Good. Couple more breaths here. And you should find that you're actually getting tired here, because that's how much effort you're using to lift this heart upwards and forwards. So again, imagine that I have you on a string and you're lifting that heart. There you go. Keep lifting. And it truly does become tiring and exhausting because you're strengthening and you're toning that spine. And then we're going to exhale, left leg forward, right knee up. Good. I forgot to mention, this is where you will probably need the strap, some of us. So hopefully you have it nearby. But you can use that strap and you can put it around your foot like such. Good. Yeah, and you can put that foot all the way on the ground. Yeah. And I like to use the strap and wrap it around my hands if it's long enough. And that way I can get that external rotation of my arms. So reaching through the foot. And again, we're drawing the front of the thigh to the back of the thigh. So while keeping the heel on the ground always, you want to try and bust through the floor with that thigh. And so if our heel's on the ground, there's no way to hyperextend. But if you're busting your thigh through the ground, you're making space in that knee joint in a much needed way. And then again, we're still trying to roll onto those front sit bones. So if we're slouched, if we're slumped, go ahead and lift taller. Open the heart. So as if you're getting a little bit of a back bend in the upper chest because you're opening the heart so much. And then exhale, switch the knee, left leg forward. External rotation of your arms. And it's going to feel a little different from side to side, but try and find that center again. Try and get that equal weight. Keep your right heel on the floor and press the right thigh to the ground, through the ground. Good, just a few more breaths here, toning in through the whole spine. Soften the face. Good. Exhale, come on out. Okay, so for this next one, maybe the last one, we're gonna go ahead and straighten that left leg. And then bring our hands or the strap along that right leg. And it doesn't matter how straight or bent this leg gets. We're just working on drawing it upwards. And again, you can use your arms or you can use a strap. But spread through your toes, spread through the mound of your big toe. This starts to set that meniscus of our knees. Starts to get into our hips. It's actually a shoulder reset as well. And then look forward, look at your big toe. Soften that face. And just find a little bit more space in the spine. Yeah, come on down. Other side, left leg. Using the strap or your hands. And smooth breathing. Press through the mound of your big toe. Again, this is a really great knee reset, ankle reset, hip reset. And we're still getting that external rotation of our arms, just like we learned. And we are making a lot of space in this area, armpit, chest, side, waist. So lift up out of your side waist. Lift the armpit, chest up. And exhale, come on down. And then side one. Good. Left leg straight, right leg lifting. Lift up out of the armpit, chest. Soften your face. You're gonna be sore in this area tomorrow. Smooth breathing. And then exhale, come on down, first side. Good, lifting up. Looking at your big toe. Resetting that meniscus, the knee, the hip. Good. And exhale, come on down. Okay. So go ahead and come onto your backs, laying flat on the ground. You want to make sure you're not touching any props or anything, just so your nervous system can reset fully. But just laying flat, palms up, completely surrendered, relaxed. Good. Yeah, so rolling those palms up towards the ceiling. Okay, yeah. You can bend your knees if you need to, or have a blanket under them. But this is the surrendered action pose. So you just worked so hard. And now we're just learning how to let go, how to release. So soften your face. Soften your wrists, soften your skin. And then soften your organs. Relax your eyes. Relax your throat. Relax your belly. Your pelvis. Relax the muscles of your legs. Your knees, your ankles. And here we're just learning how to surrender into a state of unconditional love. So whether that's your grandma's love, the memory of her, feeling supported by life, just being held and supported. And when we do feel held and supported, it allows us to soften, it allows us to let go, it allows us to release that tension. So tap into whatever form of love communicates to you, speaks to you. And then take a nice deep breath, inhale to the top of your head. Exhale, rolling over to your side to start coming up. Coming up to a seated position. Hey, good morning. Well, thank you so much for practicing today, everyone. And I'd love to hear just, anyone that wants to share your voice, a couple takeaways or insights or reflections.
Yeah, I will want to say something, Rita. Every time I try your workouts, it's really good for my nerve system, I believe, because it's where I have the pain. So I I no, I don't know exactly how to explain, but it's painful, but it's so good. So thankful for you to just make us, and I don't even know how this pay, yeah, what you're doing. I just feel my body like it and need it.
Drink it in, yes. And our nervous system is one of all of our systems are important, but the nervous system I love so dearly and it impacts everything. So this is my favorite tools to really support the nervous system. So I'm glad you're here.
I just want to say for myself, there was a lot of dialogue happening in my brain because I was like, you can't do this. It's not possible. And I was just trying to push through it. But emotionally, it was taking it. But I know it's been a good release. And it just reminds me that I am on the mission of carrying my temple. So I thank you for this practice because it truly is pushing me to my higher self.
Aw,
Thank you.
Wow.
And Yana, I've been brought to tears so many times in these classes and these practices. And the idea is that it brings up any emotions to be healed, So just thanks for being vulnerable with us and sharing your tears with us. It's an important part of the process. It really is. Yeah, good work. And I think all of us have dealt with that internal dialogue. I know I have, this is hard, I can't do this, oh, this is frustrating, oh, there's this limitation. Yeah, so it's important to come face to face with that as well and move through that. So good work.
Well, everything that's been said, Yana, and even today, I felt like, oh my gosh, can I do this? This felt like a rigorous exercise, and it wasn't a rigorous exercise, but that's what I feel in my body. Um, when we first started out on the wall, I said, wow, this is going to be easy peasy, lemony squeezy. Oh, silly me, silly me. you always you always find muscles that I didn't know that I had and engage them in a way that I've never been engaged before. So this continues to be very rich for me. I pray that I do it for the rest of my life. I definitely I've done yoga before, but I've never done Iyengar. Is that the correct pronunciation? Iyengar yoga. And I found my home and I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome home. Love you. Your presence
Thank you.
is so appreciated.
I like to stretch, and my body's got a lot of arthritis, and I haven't known how much of my pain or the feeling it is arthritis or I'm working through it, and I just keep doing it, and
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And just because of my own personal health journey, I had a lot of severe injuries when I was younger. I had to work through arthritis in my back and my shoulder and my knee. And now luckily, thank God, through this work and through nutrition, I don't have those pains anymore. So just knowing like it doesn't matter where we are in our life, there is hope for all of us in bringing that circulation to those joints, to our tissues. And we are, going to experience that aching, grueling pain, all of us. So it's good. It's good to keep working through that. So I commend you. Yay.
Well, if nobody wants to say anything else, I wanted to also say that this has truly helped me to, it's helped me to actually calm my entire psyche, my spirit. It just has me at an equilibrium. It's hard to explain it, but I don't get agitated as much anymore. I'm able to just center myself, and I know it's from this. And so it's even more than I ever could have imagined. So thank you so much for your patience. I mean, it's amazing. You talk us through that thing for an hour, and you're so calm and precise, and it's just, oh man, it's just amazing. I've never done this before, and I just have to say thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Beautiful. Yay. That's the goal, right? That's the goal, the equilibrium. That's what we're working on. And it's really cool because we get to use our body and all of the stuff that comes up with that to work through the afflictions of the mind. That's the goal. So, way to dive in. I love it. Well, I love you all so much. Margaret Ann or Jennifer, did you want to share, or are you unable? No.
Well, what I can say, I every time I do your class, it's always different. And I really have a lot of work to do with my body in terms of flexibility and stretching. And right now, let me come on camera. So, right. So you see me. And and right now, I have a situation with my hand. So my tendons, it always have to be band because my tendons here, there's be swollen because the tendons moving up and down and creates a lot of pain. So if I don't, when I take off the band after a while, here will swell, come back up. All the veins, everything here will swell up. Yeah, I can't show.
Yeah.
Everything here will start to swell, which is different from this hand. You see, there's nothing. But this hand, it will start to swell. And it depending on how I move my hand, it's very painful. So I always keep it bent. So during the classes, when you had to go to the wall, and I had to put my hand like this, I couldn't do it. So I had to improvise and angle my hands slightly different so I can get the benefit of the exercise. Because I know that I needed the workout in my shoulders because that's where I have a lot of challenges. So sometimes I do this, put my hand on the wall and twist it like that and twist my body like that in order to get a relief. Yeah. So I have, yes. So it's kind of like turning, yes, because it's like turning it this way and push. And so you face the wall and then you turn your back from the wall.
Yeah.
And the shoulder to do what you are doing. The shoulder will do like that because I'm turning away. And that helps. So the wall exercise was helpful for me. And also my hamstrings and inner thighs are very tight. So when you put me up against the wall and you say, open out. I feel all the pain, all the tightness, all the everything. So I really appreciate this class because on a Friday is difficult for me. Right now I have a report to finish before I leave, but I stopped doing it when I realized the time was passing, I stopped doing it, join the class. Because I know if I don't do this, I may not get the chance to do it. So I have to, so community is important for me because it brings me to order. I know I have a 9 o'clock class, stop whatever you're doing, get and do the 9 o'clock class, then you go back. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't do it at all because I can sit and finish my project and then go and do something else and always say I will do it later. So I really appreciate this class because it calls me to order and it helps me to stay in check and develop that habit of starting to learn to stretch. So can you repeat the name of the yoga exercise, the type of yoga?
Yeah, so it's alignment-based yoga. It's in the Iyengar tradition.
Iyengar?
Yeah, Iyengar, and he's just
Oh, Iyengar. All right, good. I got it.
yeah. So my mom studied with him, and then like growing up, all of my like aunties and her best friends, taught me. So it was just fun. I got to grow up in it. And that really helped me like in my athletics and every stage from youth to teens on. And when we have injuries, you're so right, we want to work above and below. So like working through the fingers, working with the elbow, working with the shoulder to address. Yeah, so work above and below when we have injuries.
I was
Rita, will you spell that again? Oh, I'm sorry.
Iyengar.
Thank you.
You know what I was going to ask? Would you mind sharing that kind of stuff on the Uplift community page? Because then it gives, well, first of all, I can't get up right now to go and get
Yeah, I can share that.
and then this way it gives me an appreciation of the type of yoga you're carrying out. Because I didn't even know there were different types of yoga, to be honest. Like I went to a studio, they called themselves hot yoga.
Yeah.
And I don't know, is that different from, because like, for example, you said surrender. And I remember the practitioner would say something like, yeah, Nasa or Vanessa or whatever, ever, so I don't know. Because they're obviously, and do feel, and I say this with all due respect to the practitioner and what their practice is, because they have unique names, because it's like me calling myself Paula and not dog if I'm Paula, right? So I want to be respectful for the type of yoga that you are engaged with, and just yeah. And my other ask, sorry, I'm going to have another ask. If you're going to have a class where we're going to use the wall, give us a heads up, because then I will organize it next time. I'll have a phone in there and I'll have my laptop here.
Yes. Yeah, I would say find for your own practice, find like one space in your house where you can clear the wall or it's a door or whatever, because the wall is going to be one of our biggest tools to support us. And it totally like is the thing that we have to like clear and make space for. So yeah.
You know, I also, sorry, what I also wanted to say, I appreciated Rita. I appreciated the exercise because during the week, those things come back to me.
Yep.
So even when I'm walking in the morning, I'm telling the people who I'm walking with, think about something coming up your chest to keep it up, coming out so it could be upright when you're walking. and when you're standing, stand with your toes spread and get your ball of your feet settled on your heel and you side your foot. So I find myself doing, if I'm sitting down and I start to slouch, I think I just get up and rock to get my center bone. So even when I'm in church, I just rock and get my center bone, and then I will sit up straight. Once I get the center bone, I'm sitting up straight. So even during church, every time I find I'm looking to rock back, I sit up, I just rock myself forward, and then I sit up straight. So that the classes continue. The little tips, the little things that we do help us to keep our alignment even continuously throughout the week. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's the goal, is that we can learn these actions so we can apply it into our walking, our sitting, our dancing, our running, whatever we're doing, whatever is fun for us. Yeah. I love that. Good job, Margaret. And Jennifer said I do the same thing.
Me too.
Yay, Karen. Okay,
Yes,
cool.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
love it. Well, way to apply. Thank you all so much. Enjoy your day.
Okay. Thank you, Rita, Teresa,
Yeah.
Margaret, Jennifer, Pauline,
Alina,
and
thank you, Therese, Jennifer,
Y'all have a
Karen,
blessed
and
one.
Rita. Have a
Thank
blessed day.
you.
Have a good day, you guys.
Bye-bye. Take care
Bye.
now. Have a blessed
Bye.
day. This is Rich. Bye-bye.